you real country fans, we have a double dose of country for you tonight. We're going to be breaking down episodes 3 and 4, American Spirit and Living Country, American Spirit, in that order. Yeah, stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Let's go, girls.
You girls ready?
Oh, yeah.
Woohoo! All right, well, I'm so excited. I mean, we have so much to talk about because they gave us 2 episodes in 1 week, not just 1. This is crazy. Hey, guys, I'm one of your hosts, JJ Jurgens, and I'm joined by the ladies.
Hello, everyone. I'm Marisa Serafini.
Hey, I'm Violet Kanian.
What's up, guys? Julana, Dizon.
All right, 2 episodes overall. You guys still loving these episodes? What'd you think?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah,
Love
admittedly, there was one
So good.
episode I liked more than the other. We'll definitely get to it.
Yes.
All right, well, let's go ahead and start with episode 3 then. So this one, our theme was Living Country. All right, and so first up, we have Jake's pick, Jada Dreyer from Nashville. Thoughts?
I'm a first.
Yeah.
I think she's got a great name. Definitely has a stage name.
Right?
You know, I was like, that's a cool name.
She sang one of my, actually, I don't even want to say one of my favorite songs. I'm going to say my all-time favorite country
Whoa.
song. But the
Wow.
Reba McEntire version is my favorite, but it's okay. She sang Fancy, and that song is so flipping good. When she started it, I was like, oh my God, I'm hearing a little bit of Reba in her vocals. And then I thought maybe she was trying to, I know she said it was like the original, but I was wondering if she was doing her, like trying to mimic her voice. But then later in the second round, I realized, no, this is her voice. And she has her own little twist to it, but I thought it was really good, and her stage presence is perfect. I love her. Love her.
Yeah, I really liked Jada. She had a good voice, and some attitude with her singing, and a lot of energy, so it was very fun on stage. I think she sounded more like Stevie Nicks in this performance.
One
I
of my
could hear some
favorites.
Stevie Nicks influence in her voice,
Interesting.
but I think she did a great job with Fancy.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. Loved her as well. I was also very happy for her, for somebody who's been writing songs for all these artists for so long. So for her to like take her moment and get to have her chance, and I just, seeing, I was excited that Jake had a really good pick too. I was happy for him this episode.
He's been eating away.
Yeah, totally. So, but it's just so cute. I love to see like how excited he was for her and how like supportive he was. I think it's just the show is so fun because having them select the artists, I think, is a fun twist that they did, because then you just really see how like they're just so behind them and so supportive as well. So
Well, and I think it's really cool, like you mentioned, that she is a songwriter, and she's already written hits for really famous country singers that we all love and the songs that we know. So that was probably really cool for Jake to be able to bring her in on the stage and in front of people instead of always being in the background.
worked for Sam Hunt.
Yeah.
Hey, definitely works.
A lot works for Sam Hunt. Anyway, it really got hot in here now.
I know, right?
Poor Sam.
All right, so she got a 4.2.
Totally deserved.
Agreed.
That's pretty high for
Yeah.
the first performance.
Yeah, she set the bar high. Yep, good one. All right, should we go to the next?
Yes.
All right, so then Travis picked Dave Kennedy, and he sang Willin'. Thoughts? Oh,
I
I
love-
gasped there.
Go ahead.
I loved
Marisa.
him. I liked his look. I put in my notes, he looked like Jesus / Jared Leto.
Yes.
But I love he's a family man, and he has a great voice, like an
Yes.
individual voice, and he can play guitar, which is always sexy. He's just like so much passion, so good. I loved him.
Okay, see, now I feel like I'm watching a different show because, okay, his voice is really good. I wouldn't say it's not. It was crystal clear, very crisp. But I was so shocked when Travis said, if I turned on the radio and heard you, I would know it's you, because before he said that, I was like, geez, his voice is pretty generic. Like, it would get lost and and I thought the same thing, but opposite. If I turned the radio on, I wouldn't know who. I'd be like, oh, this is good, but who is it again? So now that you're saying that you thought it was unique, I'm like, am I missing something here?
To each their own.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
differences. Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was necessarily the most unique voice that I've ever heard, but I did like that it was very smooth and easy and just very pleasant to listen to. Like sometimes you just want a nice sounding voice to listen to sing your songs, and I love his personality. That was the first thing that made me really like him, and he's funny. He is. We see more on second round. But he's funny.
Yeah,
True.
I loved him. I loved everything about him. I loved mainly I had written down that like I loved what Travis called his voice honest, and I thought what I liked was his honesty. I felt like just his. You could see the love between him and his wife, and just like Shirt almost teared up looking at it, and it just felt like this was called living country. And to me, I just thought this is a real like country, and just what it's about. It's about those little like sweet moments and that love and those just being connected. I felt he was very connected to the music, very like solid in his presence, just everything. I thought he was just a real solid contender. Liked him.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, and Jake said too, after he said, what you choose to sing says a lot about who you are. And I think that's a really important thing in all the episodes and all the ones that we're going to see, because that does tell you a lot about a person, their song choice.
Absolutely.
All right. Anything else on him?
Well, he got a 4.1.
Yeah, right up there.
So close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bar's
Yeah.
really high for the first two. Good.
All right, so then next up, Shania. I can't even look at Violet. This is Violet's favorite band of
my
all
God.
time.
Oh my
and she is going to go to Australia everywhere and watch them. So Shania picked the Davison Brothers Band. So they're from Harrison County, West Virginia, and they play Chicken Fried.
Oh my, okay, my second favorite all-time country song. Like, seriously, guys? What the hell? I'm sorry. They're probably okay. The band was really good, and I think one of the guys, he was wearing a hat with sunglasses, and you can hear his voice in some
The
parts. I was
Bono,
like,
Country Bono?
I don't know. Yes. Actually, I just got it. Yes, that one. He actually had a really, really good voice.
Yeah,
I was like,
he did.
they should put him up front. But that main
Agreed on
guy,
that
what
one.
the heck was that? Well, okay, I get the like you're trying to show your personality. It's a fun song, like do your thing, but not every single time you sing the chorus. And not if it's going to take away from your voice, which it completely did. And oh my God, I'm sorry, that was a disaster. That was so bad.
Wow, that's cool.
Anybody else?
I wouldn't call it a disaster. He was definitely a character, though. He was definitely interesting. I was kind of into the whole Appalachian flatfoot thing that they were talking
cool.
about, because I love line dancing, and this is like kind of a really quirky style of that. But whatever, it's cool. It's cool in Australia, I guess. Yeah, interesting. Interesting to see one time, I think, and I don't know about a full concert.
Yeah, right. I put a little too much. Distracting, and he had crazy eyes too, so not sound terrible. But every time I'm looking at him, I'm looking at his crazy Appalachian flattened feet, and then I'm looking at his eyes like staring into the abyss, and then I'm like, it's so distracting. I can't hear his voice.
Yes,
it was really
yes.
unfortunate. I'm focusing on something else other than the actual performance. Physically, he was all over the place. I'm like, what are you doing?
While they were performing, I was like, the first time he did it, I was like, oh my God, his band is going to be so mad at him because he probably just like screwed the whole thing up because I thought maybe he's like joking around like the first time. And then when he kept doing it, I was like, no, this is their
Yeah.
This is him.
Oh, and they kept calling it bluegrass. I love bluegrass. That's kind of what got me into country. Sorry, but no.
I will say, though, I thought that their song choice, because it is such a catchy and such a popular song, I thought that would bring them in a lot of better ratings. Because even though they were, kind of a little bit much, I was like, oh, but I love this song.
Right. Yeah.
It's so fun, and it's putting me in a good mood.
Yeah, I agree. I would like to see what they would do. Do they perform any slow songs, or is all of everything, all of that? Yeah,
songs.
yeah.
Do it slow.
I will say, I'm with you too that it would not my favorite band that I've ever seen. But I mean, I did like their spirit. I like that they're like, we're maybe a little too country. They were funny.
Appalachian country.
I did think like when they got all the band members singing though, their harmonizing was really cool, and there were some great elements. And I'm with you where I wanted to hear the other guy sing more, with the guy with the glasses, because I thought he had a very interesting voice as well.
I keep remembering your Bono comments. I'm like laughing.
That's all I could think about when he was singing. All right, well, the fans did not love them as much, and so
No.
they got a 3.4. So they were out of that round. Before we get, yeah,
Seriously.
you're so good at those, Tony. Love it. Anyway, and before we get to the round 2, and you will tell about our special guest, I did like that they did each comment on the theme this week too. And so what Travis said, what he thinks living country means to him. So he said living country to me is someone who enjoys going to a bonfire more than the ballet.
Yes.
That was
I
cute.
feel like that's most people. Though.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, most people don't like going to the ballet.
Yeah.
I was a ballet dancer.
He's so
I don't really
funny.
even like
I
to go
was
to the
a ballet
ballet.
dancer.
I was a ballet
Only
dancer.
if you're dancing in it. I don't want to watch as
I
much.
was a ballet.
Yeah?
He's so funny. He's
Yeah,
like, the way
he
he
is.
delivers his jokes, his comedic timing is like on
Yeah.
point. I was like, dude, you should do stand up,
Right? And
not
Yeah.
just country.
Jake
Yeah.
Owen said he's got the one lines. Like he's
Yeah,
got
for
it.
singers.
Yeah.
Singers.
Well, Shania said living country to her means is writing about real life. It's relatable. So,
Yes.
and I don't think
I
Jake
agree.
gave us one.
Yeah, Jake was
they
trying
got
to like
dismissed.
defend all the good
Yeah.
artists that come from Georgia.
Yep.
So because apparently Graham Bunn said something that like
Oh,
had him
yeah,
go,
that was-
yeah, big Val. Yeah,
Yeah,
from
he-
Florida.
he
and,
called
like,
him out.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, all
Oh my
right.
god.
Yeah.
That was
was
I was like,
funny.
Slightly
oh.
awkward, but like good for Jake
Yeah.
Owen putting him in
But
his place.
it's fun now because you tell they're all getting more comfortable too. So
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah,
you're getting the fun little banter coming out with the host as well, which is great.
Totally
Yeah.
agree.
And then, drum roll, you have the
Yeah.
special guest of the evening.
So the special guest for this episode, we had Devin Dawson. He's actually a newer artist. I actually, admittedly, have never heard of him until this
I have,
episode.
and
Oh my
I
god.
So what?
I feel
good.
terrible. I know. I'm sorry. Fail. What an epic fail. But so he's newer, but he actually gained attention when he and his friend Louisa Wendorf put up a collab mash video of Taylor Swift's Blank Space and Style. They put it up on YouTube, and Taylor Swift liked it and retweeted it, got it out to the world, and that's how he gained the attention within the country music industry. And now he's on the show,
cool.
so good for him. It makes sense that he'd be on the show because he's like the new generation.
Right.
The power of just having that one chance that can set off your career. And so he has his new album out called Dark Horse.
it's so
That
good
is his
too.
debut
So
album.
good.
So good.
I was
Yeah.
actually at his album premiere concert. He did like a small concert
Oh
a
my
year
God.
ago when nobody really knew who he was. He had like maybe one song halfway on the radio, and it was
That's
cool. It was like very
awesome.
small and intimate. I
Those
met
are the
him.
best.
Yeah.
Oh my
Those
god, I
moments-
love it.
Yeah.
You gotta catch him at the beginning.
Yeah,
I knew him when.
Yep.
Yeah, so now I have to listen to him.
Yes,
do.
I'm
you
a
do.
little behind, but yeah.
I think
All right,
once
we'll
you
give
hear
you-
his songs, you'll be like, oh, that's him.
Oh, that's
I think
probably
that's
him.
what's
Yeah,
gonna
for
happen.
sure.
I'm usually that person, just like whatever music. Good for him. So good for him. He's on the show, and like that was already like 2 years ago now.
Wow.
So.
Awesome.
On television.
Mm-hmm. All right, so then that leads us into round 2. All right, so Jada sings I've Been Everywhere.
Oh my god.
Great song. Mind blowing.
Yeah.
Gee.
I'm obsessed. I have like the biggest girl crush on this girl. Like,
She killed it.
I'm in
Yeah.
love with her.
How the heck does anyone remember so many locations so fast?
Yeah.
And she
That's a skill in and of itself.
her like the breath and the control and then the like cute little things she was doing and like the movements. Oh my god, she's gonna be a star. I cannot wait. I
Yep.
cannot wait.
I feel like she really owned this performance. Just it was impressive, first of all, for anybody, and then she had great stage presence, and she was doing like cool little things with her voice that I love when singers kind of do that. They change their melodies or whatnot, but I loved it.
Agree. So much fun. Yeah, I agree. Like the texture in her voice, everything about her, just the fact that she did that, no nerves, no anything, and got all that out of her mouth
Yeah.
with not a single stumble in the entire thing, and it's just, yeah. Love her, love her, love her.
Yeah.
Skills.
We all agree.
Skills for days.
All right, well, she got a 4.7, so.
Oh my god, I think that's the highest score
That's
we've
so-
seen.
That's
Yes.
high.
Yeah, the highest we've ever seen. Good for her.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I mean, that song deserved it.
Yeah.
I would have
Yeah.
given her a 5.
Should we try to do
Yeah.
that next episode?
100%.
We each memorize
Do
a
a
verse.
great.
100%.
Okay, all right, let's try
No,
it.
I'm not doing that. Sorry. Nobody wants to hear me do that.
You can do it.
I'll
all
watch
then.
you guys do it though.
All right, so then Dave came out in a fantastic outfit,
awesome.
and he sang "Mama Tried." Thoughts on him?
I still like him. I like that he came out with no shoes. I think Jake liked that.
That's
Because
Jake's
never-
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Jesus with no shoes. And actually, I feel like, I mean, Jake had a time where he looked just like that. He had long hair and, you know, whatever at that point in his life. But I think he might be one of my favorites from all the episodes we've seen so far. I just love that he's a family man. I love his voice. And I think he's really funny, like I said before. But
I wanted to see. I felt the same as you that he was one of my favorites, and she was. I wish they would not have been in the same episode. I was really hoping, that was my thought during it, that I wish they were in separate ones so that they both could have won. Yeah.
that's a good point. I wonder how they like match them up. You know, because
Yeah.
sometimes it's like if they were in different episodes, maybe they both would have gone on. I wonder how much process goes into matching people into shows and things like that.
Yeah, matching and also just genres, because sometimes you can sing a rock better than you can sing an emotional ballads.
Yeah.
And I think
True.
it's interesting to see if, well, like whatever artist that they chose for the particular weekly theme. I mean, some artists could actually do better in other episodes.
They were both so strong, I felt, in each of their ways, and just really knew themselves and knew their I don't want to say brand, but yeah, knew who they were, who they are as an artist. And even him coming out and saying, you know, the comment he did about, you know, I should say this is for all the mamas, but it's not. It's for my, you know, and it's like just things like that are just
Confidence.
Like, yeah, but not in a cocky mean
totally,
way.
totally.
It just made you like love him even more, you know, with his mom sitting up there and sweet.
Yeah, because he sounded so sincere.
Yeah.
Like sincere and genuine, and that's what you like.
He won me over a little more this round. He did. I think he showed more of his personality, like you were saying, and his voice. I was like, okay, I can see why it's so special, but I'm still thinking it's going to get lost, and he's going to get lost in the industry. Sorry.
It's true.
It's tough. We shall see. I have faith in him. All right. Well, that wraps up. Anything else on episode 3 before?
Since Jada won.
Oh, yeah, I forget to say the winner on it. Yeah, so she won.
And that's Jake's first win pick. Right?
Yeah, and what
Yeah.
a pick.
Yeah.
It also makes me wonder, like, if these episodes were actually edited in order, because we had Travis the first round, we had Shania the second episode, now we have Jake, so all three have won
Interesting.
in the
I
first
didn't
three.
notice that.
So I was like,
I
did
didn't
it
notice that
really? I just as a production questioning, like, did it really go in that order?
We're gonna need to get some inside.
Yes.
notes on this.
I was like, that. I feel like that was planned.
Yeah.
They put like one wins at least the first 3. So.
All right, we need a mole out there.
Yep.
Let us
Yeah.
know.
In the meantime, you guys, what's up, AfterBuzzers? Our network here produces after shows for all of your favorite TV shows, including Real Country. From dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more, there's no network that works harder to serve television fans than we do. But we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help us here at AfterBuzz continue to grow, which we appreciate so much, so thank you guys. If you're worried about pesky notifications, don't be, because you can opt out of those. And make sure you guys hit that subscribe button right now for this channel, and also check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. I promise if there's a TV show that you guys love, we have an after show for it, so you can tune in and chat with our hosts. Let us know you did so in the comments, and we'll thank you on the air. And for now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Woo woo.
All right, and then that brings us into episode 4. All right, so this one was called American Spirit.
That is
All right.
so country.
Which one was your favorite?
Yeah, that is so country.
Was this one your favorite, or was the other one your favorite?
Actually, the first episode was my favorite. Yeah, but we'll get into it.
Okay, all right. All right, so first up on this one, Shania starts out, and she brings in Billy Joe.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! Here we
You all know. I mean, if you
That
listen
song.
to any
Yeah.
of our
Yeah.
country past after shows in Nashville, Martina McBride is my all-time favorite singer of all effing time. Sorry. And so I have such high standards for any Martina song. No one should cover her because no one can cover Martina song like Martina. So to sing literally Martina's first #1 song ever, Independence Day, which is still iconic, that's a hard thing to do. And it's ambitious. I give Billy Joel ambition. Like, she tried. But I even have it in my notes, painful. Because she doesn't have the vocal range that Martina is. Martina's soprano 1. Like, she can hit high notes. That's why she sings Independence Day. And Billy Joel, she's an alto trying to sing a soprano song. Girl, no, know your range. My only thing is know your range.
Tell us how you really feel, Marisa.
I like you two though today.
Yeah.
Like really,
We came to know you
spicy.
Marisa, I don't think I've ever seen you talk that strongly about anything.
I have to defend my girl Martina because she's amazing.
Snaps.
So to try to do a Martina song, girl, you try.
I gotta say, we didn't get to watch this together, guys, this week because they did the 2-night things. We all watched separately on our own. And when I heard this last night, when I immediately thought of you and knew this was coming. I knew it because I'm like, oh, she is not gonna like that one.
And I didn't.
Oh my god. So you must have loved Travis's comments. I thought
yeah.
that was the first
Totally on
like
criticism.
Yeah.
criticism of the season, but even better was Shania's side eye.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, because Billy Joel was Shania's pick. So.
Yeah, that
she didn't like that
I was
one
like,
bit.
oh my gosh, she is throwing darts at you.
Yeah.
That was my
But
first,
it-
like, I wonder if
Yeah,
there is more
there's-
tension.
yeah.
Like, because, I totally caught that too. You know, it's like editing too, but if it was editing, it was fantastic
And
editing.
I thought Jake like got in there and he kind of saved the
Yeah.
day. He was like, I don't know, I get up there, I do like I have bad pitch sometimes too, but
Yeah, I thought
he
that
was
was
he
very
was
Yeah.
good. Yeah, he did very well there. But
You can tell he's such the peacemaker,
yeah,
just such a
they're all,
sweet
like,
guy.
on the
and,
both
like,
sides, yeah.
That's
That's
why
why
he's in the
Jake's in
middle.
the middle.
the legends, and then Jake's like, hey guys.
The mediator.
Wearing his t-shirt. and
Yeah,
stuff,
right. That was really cute
I
too.
completely agree with Travis' comment though. It's totally
Yeah.
on point. She was pitchy. She was all over the place.
I liked her. I thought she was cute. I think the song was a little
Out of
kind of
range.
yeah. But I think with like a Carrie Underwood makeover, she'd be like good to go with the right song choices.
Right, as someone with not such a strong opinion on Martina that song, I also really liked her. I wrote that I loved her voice. I loved the way she used the stage. I feel like she really commanded the stage. She walked around a lot. She had great stage presence. She made me want to watch her. And I was happy also that Jake did that because you could tell. I mean, okay, if Travis tells you that, that's not going to make you feel good. So she was like, "Come on, Jake," and he saved her. I feel like that was really nice of him to do.
I'm kind of somewhere in between because I agree with you. I didn't think the vocal was that strong for me, and I thought she was one that would get lost on the radio. Didn't really stand out to me, and I thought struggled a little bit on the song as well. But I did write great like performance as far as the way she owned the stage and moved around. And when they tell the stories too, it just makes me want to. That part always gets me
Yeah.
too because I of course want to root for the
Right.
single mother, like fighting and doing this for her kids, so I want to give her like a little extra,
And
I'll
let's
let you be
mention
harsh, but
4 kids,
Four.
which is
Holy
crazy.
moly!
Yeah.
And she was
Single mother.
27.
27.
Yeah,
She's been
tough.
busy.
Yeah.
I'm like worried about going to the gym over here and she's raising 4 children and younger than me.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So then Travis has his. So she got a 3.8. Next up is Travis. So he picked Tony Jackson, the Marine Corps vet.
Yes. I liked him. He sang one of the songs that's like, I think we played it on the show
we played it
last
last
week. It like it's
Yep.
gotten me through so much crap. That song is, I feel like how I feel about that song, he brought it out too, and I feel like he slowed it down a little bit. He did his own kind of thing with it, and I felt the power and the soul in him as he was singing it. So I enjoyed it, and I wish he would have gone on to the next round because I wanted to see what else he could do.
I liked him a lot too. The biggest thing that I liked about him was the whole idea of him kind of chasing his dreams, even though he's like a full-blown adult and has already had a career, and just I saw a lot of reoccurring themes between these 2 episodes of just it's never too late. You're never too old, especially in the country music industry. You could be really young, or you could be in your 20s or your 30s or your 40s or 50s, and we don't discriminate against age. If you have good music, people will like you. And I love the song choice. I just thought like that song is kind of short. It ended, and I was like, wait, it's over? I want to hear him sing it more. Can you like sing another verse? But I liked him. I wish he would have, sung the second round.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give him credit, and because he had the boldness to pick a Travis Tritt song,
Yeah.
especially when Travis picked him. So that takes a lot to do that to your own person. But I feel he was a little pitchy sometimes. More so, he sounded more nervous than anything, and I think that affects your breathing. And I could tell there were some times he was like in and out, and it like. Not that he had a bad voice, but it didn't seem like he had as much control as he could have. And that's a great song too. It's not a terribly vocal, high range song. It's like that. A lot of people can sing that stuff, but I felt his voice was nervous, and it affected a lot.
Yeah, I liked him a lot. I agree. I thought there were some points in the song too where I heard a little bit of the nerves, but I just thought he was such a sweet guy, you know, and I loved everything that like you said as well, that just going for his dreams, and after everything that he's done, for the country, and now doing this for himself, and just how emotional he got by the video. You could just tell he was just grateful and happy, and just such a sweet soul. So I wanted to see him go another round too.
It's interesting to see the ones who've had so much experience in the industry, like we saw in the first episode, on Tuesday night's episode, and then the ones who are kind of newer to the industry and to singing and singing on stage, performing.
Yeah.
So you could tell which ones haven't,
For sure. So he got a 3.7.
So close.
And so
so close.
Yeah. And then next up, Jake's pick was Larry Fleet. And he sang "I Drive Your Truck," Lee Brice.
Oh, so good, so emotional. Yeah. I like connected with him. He got me from like the very first note to the end. Like I was engaged throughout the entire thing. And I think like when you can grab your audience that quick and for that long for an entire song, I was like, yeah, he had it.
Yeah. I wrote that down too. I actually was not expecting that kind of sounding voice to come out of someone with his looks. So I was blown away by that, and his emotion that he had on stage that he brought to the song. I love that. And his story is so cool.
Yeah.
Like, you're just singing at a bar and Jake Owen just happens to
my
walk in for his
God.
friend's birthday and likes you and
Yeah.
keeps in contact with you, But that's another thing that I love, and I just like that they share their stories like this because, now these people like Jake and Travis and Shania, they've had their careers, they've been really successful, and now they really want to help new people. I feel like when you get to that point in your career, that's the next step for you. So I think it's so cool to hear these stories.
He had a leg up too because Jake was out on the tour with him, so he already got to perform a couple times with him. So he's got to feel really probably comfortable then coming on the show and like at least had a little leg up on the competition. on that.
Experience in front of an audience already. Yeah, that helps.
You didn't like him, did you?
Okay, so just like you, Julianne, I thought when I saw his look, I thought I was gonna get like this grit, this like something, and then he starts singing. I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't working for me. I kept waiting for his voice to drop. I didn't feel it. I just thought it was like going up here, and I don't know, I didn't feel any of it. And I thought I really, really would, just because his story and what Jake was saying, his voice caught his ear and all of that, and I'm just confused. Like, what? And then his score was really high, and I thought, really? So I don't know, maybe I need to rewatch these episodes because that was a confusing thing to watch and listen to at the same time because it didn't fit for me.
I absolutely loved him. I had like multiple stars down when I was singing, and I put under effortless. So I just thought he was just fantastic. It was like he didn't even really have to try for these amazing sounds to come out of his voice. Like he just wasn't putting in a ton of. It just was like pooh, pow, all just like right there, and just like oozing out of him. Yeah, I loved it. I could listen to him all day.
Oh my God! I'm gonna go back and watch it because that's what I wanted to hear. I wanted that power, and I didn't get any of that. I'm gonna go back and watch this episode.
Your ears out first.
Right? Yeah. I was watching it on my phone, so maybe that's also why.
Yeah,
probably why.
Well, so he got a 4.5. All right, so poor Tony was out.
Aww.
All right, and then that leads us into our special artist for this episode was...
Yeah, so our special guest for this one was Trace Adkins, and I mean, staple in country music. He's had 11 million albums. I've actually met Trace Adkins. He's tall, and he
looks
has
tall.
such a low voice. I mean, granted, I'm short, but he's like 6'5". He's tall, and so he has 11 million albums sold, and he's going on his 12th studio album. So he's been in the industry for a long time, and he's won 3 Academy Country Music Awards, so ACM Awards, and he's had the 2009 Single of the Year Award. But they brought him on for this episode because it's the American Spirit. He's done 12 USO tours to date, so he's definitely supported the armed forces, just the military in general, and he really supports just like the Americans and what we stand for and what people fight for, and good for him. Yeah, Trace.
That's so cool.
Yeah. All right, I know we don't have a lot of time left since we're doing a double episode here. So we get down to the final round here. So Billy Joe sings Heads Carolina, Tails California.
Which is my song.
Yeah, it was funny.
We picked the song. I mean, it's a great song. It's so fun, and I think she actually did a really good cover. Because I've listened to that version so many times, so it's hard to like hear a different voice for her. And I think she made it her own, and like good for her, because this performance was so much better than her first one, and I felt like her second performance redeemed herself. So I like this one more.
I was very like, okay, cool, she sounds good, but I wasn't impressed. Like, I'm not, after all the ones we've seen on the show especially, I'm just like, okay, cool, she's good.
I like to give everybody 2 chances. I think if you see them do once, it could be luck. If you see them do twice, perform consistently, I feel like it's a more solid, opinion. And I think that she performed well both times. So I thought she was very consistent. I liked her both times. But for me, because she was Shania's pick, and also Kylie from our last show was also Shania's pick too, right? And she won.
Yeah.
I was like just kind of like comparing them, because now that we see the winners from the other episodes, I'm kind of thinking, well, if she were to win this episode, do I like her better than her?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I really liked Kylie from last episode, so I was like, I don't like her more than that. So I don't know. That's kind of the comparison that I was thinking about in my head.
Interesting.
Yep. Well, we're on the same on her on this one, because I thought this performance was much better than her first one as well. So I was like, okay, she redeemed herself. She sounded stronger, bolder. But again, compared to some of the others, and compared to Larry, who just, for me, she wasn't up there with the rest.
Right,
But
and Billy Joel's second performance, she got a lower score than her first one.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That
Yeah.
surprised me too. So Larry sang "Working Man Blues."
Okay, you won me. You won me over. I put,
you like this one,
Yes,
huh?
I did. I really did. I actually put he won me over. He sounded amazing, and the blues, I heard it in his voice. I think I got what I was waiting for in the first round. So I'm like, okay, he's got it. This is fitting. It's making sense to me. So I liked him. I liked him on the second round a lot.
See, this is why you gotta give people 2
Yeah,
chances.
I know.
2 chances all the time. I thought his dad was so cute, and his
So cute.
just that was one of my favorite parts. But yeah, I thought it was great. I think he was very deserving to win this episode.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with the outcome.
Right. I literally have no notes because I was just busy watching him.
Oh my God.
So good for him. Where I
you
didn't
and me
have like
both. We're on the
nothing to say because I was just watching and listening to him.
Yeah.
And that's what a performer should do. You shouldn't be like distracted doing
Right.
something else. You should be watching and actually
Yeah.
enjoying what they're doing.
You feel like it's a show. Like I just felt like, yeah, I'm here to watch this.
Still engaging.
Yeah. All right, so he wins.
Yay!
End of that episode.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Boy point.
All right, since we still have our special segment, we each pick a song, and it could be under either topic, living country or American spirit. So I think first up we have
I
yours.
have my pick. I went with the definitely American Spirit, Toby Keith, courtesy of the red, white, and blue.
Classic American.
Classic
Yeah.
Toby. This is actually one of the first songs that really actually got me like solidified into country and listening to his music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love
Good choice.
Toby.
Good choice.
Good one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Makes me want to go celebrate 4th of July.
I know. Right?
fine.
Yeah.
It's almost December.
I wish it was 4th of July.
I know.
Dang it.
And Toby supports the troops as
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
He's
Oh my
a
God.
very
A lot.
big advocate for that.
I saw him in concert this summer, I think, not that long ago. He was awesome.
Wait, where
Yeah,
did you
I believe
see
that.
him?
At the Coastal Country Day.
Oh, okay. I saw him recently too. That's why.
I had a blast.
Nice. And Violet, I believe you are up next.
Ooh, I am doing Mr. Brantley Gilbert. This is my country song. This song made me like okay with being a city LA girl and being obsessed with country music because country must be countrywide.
Stone cold country by the grace of God. I was gassing up the other day.
It's my favorite
part. Pulled up with a license plate from Ohio. Thought, oh, good Lord, he's lost. But from his Wranglers to his boots, he reminded me of Chris Ledoux. And that Copenhagen smile, the country must be countrywide. And every state.
Man, you guys, we're good at picking songs.
I know, right? We do need our own little
Yeah.
Spotify mix.
Ew.
All right, I think I'm next, Okay, so I went super old school, but this is one of those country songs that when you say American Spirit to me and I think of America, this just comes to mind. So I'm picking Lee Greenwood. God bless the USA.
Nice.
This is classic. I feel like somebody could really nude.
What does that mean?
I was thinking like somebody could like really modernize this one up into like a you know like a
That would be
song
cool.
Yeah.
Like a beat
yeah
remix.
yeah.
God bless.
I feel like this should
God
be like our
bless.
anthem or something.
yeah, so like America's anthem.
Freaking good.
But I mean,
So
like
epic.
that's a great song. Classic.
Old school.
What else
All
we
right,
got?
what you got?
Okay, so my song was for Country Living, and it's one of my all-time favorite songs, Tim McGraw, Shotgun Rider. And I just love this song because there's a really great line dance to it, and it's like one of my favorite things about the whole country music industry. I love line dancing, so every time I hear this song, it makes me want to go do that.
I love Timothy.
Timothy. Just a good old song
Yeah.
about a boy loving a girl.
Yep.
Classic Tim McGraw.
Yeah, because they have the love that we all want.
I know.
Right?
Faith in Tim.
All right, I think that about wraps us up for the night. Any last comments, thoughts on this episode? Oh, wait, I have a couple news and gossip.
Yay!
Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Real quick, I have 2 minutes. All right, so little Shania Twain was in Billboard magazine. So she, just talking about the show a little bit, she's some things that she says the show is less about crowning champions and handing out prizes and more about giving artists the exposure they deserve, which we see a lot how supportive of them and they want to find new good country people. She says her goal and passion behind this is to discover genuine stars. She's a lot more passionate about the performers than she thought she would be. She thought she might be a little more neutral, so that might explain the side eye and things that we were seeing. And they asked now that she's checked executive producing a TV show off of her list of achievements, what might be next for her. Anybody have any guesses?
Acting.
Oh man, I was hoping for more music. Oh.
She says acting. I would want to do more acting because when you're acting, you're not yourself, and it's kind of awesome to step out of yourself and be someone else for just a minute. I could see myself doing more of that. She said, I've already been skydiving, so I don't think I'm going
Wow.
to jump out of a plane again. So I like that she had a little adventure too. So she says she loves adventures, that taking chances and being out of the comfort zone is really something that I'm enjoying. It's the way I live my life. It's great.
Awesome.
And then last but not least, we have a little gram bun. I don't know if we have the Instagram picture there, Tony, or not. If we do not, no worries.
A side note about that, Graham Bunn's dog has an Instagram, and it was his birthday yesterday.
Kevin Durant.
Yes. So happy birthday,
Happy
Kevin Durant.
birthday.
Hilarious.
So he had posted a picture with the dog, with Kevin Durant, and it was before the episodes this week. He said, I'm gearing up for 2 episodes of Real Country Tuesday and Wednesday nights, plus side projects in the works. So we're also going to get possibly some more Graham projects.
Oh my God!
Down the road,
Yay.
folks.
Interesting. All right.
All right, that's all we got. Now, any last words before we go?
I really like the themes for both of these episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the themes are getting really good, and I'm liking the 2 shows a week. It's like we're getting our fix.
We can't do the predicting themes anymore though, because now they're all listed.
Oh, are they? Oh, I gotta go check that out.
What other ones did you see? Do you remember?
There was
What's the
some
show?
loved ones. I can't remember them anymore,
Okay.
but I remember some of the ones that we predicted are definitely on there.
All right, well, we'll have to check that out for next week. All right, so that wraps us up. Everybody, where can they follow you at?
You guys can follow me on Instagram at Julana.
You can follow me everywhere at Violet Kanian.
And you can follow me on Twitter at Serafini TV.
And you can follow me at Instagram at jj.jurgens. Thank you guys so much for watching. We always have so much fun. We look forward to reading your comments and below, and we'll, say what songs you would pick for this, and, anything else you want to hear us talk about next week. All right, see you next week. Bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.